let's talk about some Christmas movies that I watched this year. Not all these I've watched. Some of these I'm going to watch later today. But I thought I'd record the video now because I'm not going to have time to do it later. So some of these. So let's just go over the movies that I'm planning to watch later. Nightmare Before Christmas. I haven't watched this yet because I only watch this movie on Christmas every year. Just like I only watch it on Halloween every year. And so yeah. Now there's always that debate: is this a Christmas movie? Is it a Halloween movie? I would say it's a Christmas movie. You can watch it on both, like I do, but it's a Christmas movie. And the reason I say that is because Jack in the movie, well, the movie starts with this is Halloween, right? Then it switches and it's no longer Halloween anymore. Halloween ends within the first 10 minutes of the movie. Not even, it's probably like 8 minutes in. But like it ends, it can't be about Halloween. So the whole movie is about Jack discovering like Christmas and getting excited about Christmas, and so I think it's more of a Christmas movie. That's what my thoughts on it. Great movie. And if you haven't seen it, great. This is the sing-along edition, new print edition. I actually got this one because it was on sale for like $5. And I was like, oh, well, I need this edition because this one's... I like the artwork on this one better than my last one. And the original edition of this that they put out, sing-along edition, it's got way more bonus features too. And it's got a slip. And that's what I like about that. Ones I meant to watch. Christmas Vacation and A Christmas Story. Planning to watch those today. See, Christmas Vacation is the weird one, okay? Because a lot of these movies here, you can watch them, and they're like, you can watch them with your kids or whatever. Christmas Vacation is kind of a raunchy Christmas movie that no one is like, it's always like, don't watch that in front of the kids. I don't think it's that bad, but I think some people are like afraid to show it to their kids, and I get it. It's kind of funny that it's the raunchy Christmas movie because when we really think about Christmas movies, it's not that bad. And then A Christmas Story. Classic. I haven't watched it this year yet. I'm planning to do that later. Now, Elf, I did watch. I like Elf significantly less. Jon Favreau's original, he's the director of Elf, if you don't know. A lot of people don't know it's Jon Favreau, but it's Jon Favreau. And he was the original director of Elf. And his original vision for the movie was to... he wanted to have the dumb stuff in it that's in Elf, but just dumbed down just a little bit. And I think that would have helped. Like, there's that awkward scene where he's in the shower. And, we see him showering in the movie. So it's clear that he knows what a shower is. But they dumb it down so much that he doesn't know what this is and doesn't know what that is. And a lot of it is very funny. But some of it is just like, no, don't do that. And then I watch Polar Express. Polar Express, I kind of just watch every year because I have family members who love watching it. I don't like Polar Express. I believe motion capture is such a terrible thing because it's a cool technology for those Planet of the Apes movies, but when you're using it to make animated characters look like real life, it begs the question, why didn't you just film it in live action? And it looks terrible in this movie. It looks so uncanny. It looks terrible. It's hard to watch. And there's so much bullcrap stuff in the movie. It goes on way too long because they had to stretch this little storybook out. And it had a great message, sure, but that, like, if you want the message, read the book because the book did a better job delivering the message. Also, Tom Hanks does a great job playing 3 different characters in the movie. Great job at that. He's also great as the score is also really good in this movie. Though my issue with the score is a good piece, but then they keep reprising the main theme over and over again, like stuff that's not even supposed to be inspiring. They'll start like playing this inspiring music, like, oh my gosh, feel inspired. And I think that's why a lot of people like this movie. I feel like this movie kind of tries a lot to emotionally manipulate people. And the last one I haven't watched yet. Now I did watch Elf and Polar Express, like I said, but I haven't watched How the Grinch. It's a short, that's why I haven't watched it yet. So I love this short. I don't own the Jim Carrey one. I don't care about that one. It's terrible. This is a great special. I watch it every year. So good. Then we got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty Snowman, Santa Claus is coming to down the Little Drummer Boy. I tried to watch these. I bought these because they're really cheap, and I hadn't watched them since I was a kid, and I was like, well, I always grew up on these. I've always had them on DVD. Let's see what they look like in Blu-ray quality. Popped them in. They were terrible. They're unwatchable now. Like, they are unwatchable. These movies are awful. Do not watch them. So that's that. The only one that's good is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. But the rest are just like, no thank you. I don't want that. The DreamWorks Ultimate Holiday Collection, which just includes a bunch of their shorts. All of them, here's the list on the back if you want to pause and read. All of them are like 5 out of 10s. They're really boring and not that interesting. Rise of the Guardians is also included on this set, which is also the main reason why I got this set. Also, a lot of these specials are not included with the Madagascar collection or well, I think that they're included with the Shrek collection, but the How to Train Dragons one's not included with that. Kung Fu Panda one's not included with the Kung Fu Panda set, so I was like, okay, I need this. And it's just kind of boring. Rise of the Guardians, it's got some good parts about it, but just, I don't know, I've never been into that movie. I cannot figure out why. Tom and Jerry and the Nutcracker Tale. This was a special that used to air on Cartoon Network all the time, and then they finally just put it on Blu-ray this year. I remember it being better than it was. It was okay, but it was just kind of... I think a lot of modern-day Tom and Jerry stuff is really boring because they can't do the violence and that they're normally allowed to do. So it's just boring, safe slapstick that anyone can watch, but it's like it loses the edge of what made it funny in the first place. So Scrooge. This is a Bill Murray crazy comedy. It's the Christmas Carol, but it's about Scrooge. Very strange, very awkward, very bad, but it's a guilty pleasure I watch every single year. And this year, I finally said, you know what, it's $5. Let's buy a Blu-ray copy and watch it. And what a mess. And then the Albert Finney Scrooge. Now, this just came out on Blu-ray this year. I had never seen it before. It was very good in a lot of parts and kind of strange in a lot of parts. They take a lot of dialogue straight from the book, and then they add some musical numbers in here that I just don't think work. This is actually a 50-year-old Christmas Carol adaptation. This was released in 1970, and it's very good, though. I would recommend it, and I think some parts of it don't work. But overall, the parts of it that do work outweigh it, and I think you should definitely watch that movie. In the same vein of Scrooge guilty pleasures every year, I reviewed the whole Santa Claus trilogy. I think they're terrible, but you know what? I like watching them every single year. They're just guilty pleasures. I'm sorry. And I just turn them on. I don't really pay too much attention to them. They're just kind of on. But Santa Claus. I actually like these slip covers they got here for these Disney Christmas titles, like A Christmas Carol. Again, don't like motion capture. This was probably the best of them, though. This is the one that I'm like, I can stand to watch it. It still looks uncanny valley and just not right, but it's the one I can stand to watch every single year. And I think it's got some really great parts about it. Jim Carrey is unrecognizable as Scrooge in it. He's actually fantastic in it. But there you go. So, I mean, just look at that. Look at the spines. And then you get Nutcracker in the Four Realms. More like, I don't know, I was trying to think of some pun with nuts, but this movie was really bad. This came out a few years ago. It's a Disney movie. I mean, all these are Disney movies I'm showing you right now, but I was watching it and the trailer, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to see that, and so I didn't see it in the theater. Apparently, it was a massive bomb, which is like, why did someone think this was going to be a hit? It's terrible. It just, the cast of this is terrible. I mean, they're not terrible actors and actresses, but they're so miscast, and it's strange, and it's not like Nutcracker. It has some of the music, but very little. It's just such a strange thing, and it's bad. And it was really cheap. I think it was like $5. And I thought for a Disney movie, even if it sucks, it was $5. And it, I'll keep it next to my Christmas stuff. And then the final one here that we got here is not Nightmare Before Christmas. That's over here. Mickey Mouse's Once Upon a Christmas and Twice Upon a Christmas. These were 2 direct-to-video movies with like collections of shorts. The first one is 2D animated, and the second one is 3D animated. The 3D animation one is the worst one. It just does not look good. It's very dated and bad, and it's very pop music and bland. It has none of the heart of the original. The first one's Mickey Christmas, whatever you want to call it, was not like, man, so much heart. It's just kind of like a fun movie, basically. And as that, it's okay. It's just, it's very generic Mickey and Friends Christmas stuff. And it's fine for what it is, but, it's just like, that second one just lost everything. But yeah. So that's my Christmas movie collection. And let me know what movies you're watching on Christmas. Sadly, I do not own Die Hard. One day. My thing about Die Hard is I want to buy Die Hard, but the first one's in 4K, but the rest of the movies aren't, and that's just strange to me. I get not putting the 5th one, but the rest of them, you couldn't put them like in a 4K collection. That was just strange, but yeah. My only complaint with these Disney slipcovers is Nightmare Before Christmas just does not match up. And it's like, I kind of want to put Nightmare Before Christmas with the Christmas movies, but I don't know. I kind of put it in between Halloween and Christmas movies because, again, I watch it on both. I know there's a debate. I think we should just end the debate and say it's a Christmas movie. If you want to watch it on both, then do so. You don't have to choose one or the other. No one's making you do so. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Do all that, and we'll see you in the next video.